अस्सलामु अलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू। या रब्बी लकल हम्दु कमा यंबगी लिजलाली वजहिका व अज़ीमी सुल्तानिक। अल्लाहुम्मा रब्बना लकल हम्दु बिमा खलक़तना व रज़क़तना व हदैतना व फ़र्रजता अन्ना। अल्लाहुम्मा लकल हम्दु बिल इस्लाम व लकल हम्दु बिल ईमान व लकल हम्दु बिल कुरआन। अम्मा बाद फ़अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम। बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम। रब्बिश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली। रब्बना ज़िदना इल्मा। अल्लाहुम्मा फ़क़्हिना फ़िद्दीन। अल्लाहुम्मा इन्ना नसअलुका इल्मन नाफ़िअन व अमलन मुतक़ब्बलन व रिज़्क़न तय्यिबा। अल्लाहुम्मा सब्बितना इंदल मौती बिला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह। आमीन या रब्बल आलमीन। अल्लाहुम्मा जअल अमलना कुल्लहु सालिहन वजअलहु लिवजहिका खालिसन वला तजअल लिअहदिन फीही शैया। आमीन या रब्बल आलमीन। रब्बी यस्सिर वला तुअस्सिर व तम्मिम बिल खैर। Inshallah, we are going to continue our surah. Hopefully, I don't know how far we can go today, but inshallah, start with the recitation. Mehreen, you ready?
जी उस्ताद इंशाल्लाह।
Just
अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम। बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम। हल अता अलल इंसानि हीनुम मिनद दहरि लम यकुन शैअन मज़कूरा। इन्ना खलक़नल इंसान मिन नुतफ़तिन अमशाजिन नब्तलीहि फजअलनाहु समीअन बसीरा। इन्ना हदैनाहु अस्सबीला इम्मा शाकिरन व इम्मा कफूरा। इन्ना अअतदना लिलकाफिरीन सलासिल व अगलालन व सईरा। इन्नल अबरार यशरबून मिन कअसिन कान मिज़ाजुहा काफूरा। ऐनन यशरबु बिहा इबादुल्लाहि युफज्जिरूनहा तफजीरा। यूफून बिन्नज़्रि व यख़ाफ़ून यौमन कान शर्रुहु मुस्ततीरा। वयुतइमून अत्तआम अला हुब्बिही मिस्कीनन व यतीमन व असीरा। इन्नमा नुतइमुकुम लिवजहिल्लाहि ला नुरीदु मिनकुम जज़ाअन वला शुकूरा। इन्ना नखाफु मिन रब्बिना यौमन अबूसन क़मतरीरा। फवक़ाहुमुल्लाहु शर्र ज़ालिकल यौमि व लक़्क़ाहुम नद्रतन व सुरूरा। वजज़ाहुम बिमा सबरू जन्नतन व हरीरा। मुत्तकीन फ़ीहा अलल अराइक ला यरौन फ़ीहा शम्सन वला ज़महरीरा। वदानियतन अलैहिम ज़िलालुहा वज़ुल्लिलत कुतूफ़ुहा तज़लीला। वयुताफ़ु अलैहिम बिआनियतिन मिन फ़िद्दतिन वअक्वाबिन कानत क़वारीर मिन फ़िद्दतिन क़द्दरूहा तक़दीरा। वयुस्क़ौन फ़ीहा कअसन कान मिज़ाजुहा ज़ंजबीला। ऐनन फ़ीहा तुसम्मा सलसबीला। ويطوف عليهم ولدان مخلدون إذا رأيتهم حسبتهم لؤلؤا منثورا وإذا رأيت ثم رأيت نعيما وملكا كبيرا عاليهم ثياب سندس خضر وإستبرق وحلوا أساور من فضة وسقاهم ربهم شرابا طهورا إن هذا كان لكم جزاء وكان سعيكم مشكورا.
MashaAllah, Barakallah Fiki. Allahu Akbar. So we saw ayah number 23. Inna nahnu nazzalna alaykal Qur'ana tanzila. We did that last time, right? And we see how many emphases are over there. How many? How many emphases are there?
Four.
Four
Inna, then
Even
nahnu,
Tanzil,
then nazzalna, and then tanzila.
Tanzilan, right? So 4 emphasis over here. So that tells the importance of Quran Pak, right? And how powerful it is. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself is saying that we are the one who has revealed this Quran, right? So clearing any doubts that people are saying that Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is making it up, right? So this is a negation completely over here, because we see how many nahnu are over there, right? And then last time, I don't know if we discussed the word tanzil over here, right? We know what is tanzil mean? Bit by bit.
Gradually sentence.
Gradually, right? Yeah. So they were that was also their criticism, that why he is not bringing Quran Pak or this revelation at once. Why not he is not bringing Jumlatul Wahida? Somewhere over here it says. Okay, I don't know where did I put it, but so they were that was their argument, that he should bring the Quran Pak at once, right? But there is reason behind it, why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was sending Quran Pak in yeah, it's here over here. So they were saying وَقَالَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا. So these disbelievers, they were saying لَوْلَا نُزِّلَ عَلَيْهِ الْقُرْآنُ جُمْلَةً وَاحِدَةً. Right? So why it is not coming at once? Right? Why it is coming slowly? So the reason Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving over here, كَذَّلِكَ لِنُثَبِّتَ بِهِ فُؤَادَكَ. Right? And fuad and qalb, there is difference between it. Anyone know what is difference between qalb and fuad? Qalb mean heart, right? And fuad also, you're gonna see the translation of heart, but there is difference.
Yeah, qalbi is like the regular heart, physical heart, and fuad is the intellectual heart.
Yeah, it could be intellectual, and even the heart that is full
cavity,
of things.
Chest, the cavity of the heart.
That is sadr.
Area.
No, that's sudurun.
That is sadr.
Okay.
Yeah, sadr is different. Sadr is the cavity, right? But qalb is the physical heart, we can say, and fuad is the heart of feelings, the heart that is full of feelings. You're going to see this fuad word when Hazrat Musa alayhi salam's mother was leaving the basket in the water. So you can imagine how her heart must be feeling that time, right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used the same word fuad over there, that we were the one who firmed his heart, right? His heart was full of emotion that time. She was about to cry, she was about to scream, she was about to tell people that what she did, right? So, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala strengthened her heart. So same over here, كَذَلِكَ لِنُثَبِّتَ بِهِ فُؤَادَكَ. So, and this he is referring to who? Quran.
Quran.
Quran Pak.
Yeah, Quran Pak. So we firm you by it, right? By Quran. So the Quran was revealing slowly because different incidents were happening, right? And this is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for every incident, he was providing the support to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, consoling him, right? Giving example of other prophets that don't worry, that is the norm. This is how it happens whenever some prophet came and they did dawah. This is what happened with them. So you are not alone in this struggle, right? Everyone has went through all this struggle. So you has to be, right? So he was confirming, consoling the heart of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. وَرَتَّلْنَاهُ تَرْتِيلًا, right? So again, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that that was happening in pieces. And some points over here. So yes, it was to strengthen the heart of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and that's why it is gradually happening, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was supporting him, give him guidance, and motivating him, encouraging him, right? All that stuff. Then another reason could be the facilitating the memorization and understanding, right? Even though it was their own language, right? So they were not struggling like we are struggling, but it need to penetrate in their hearts, right? Just reciting is not good enough. The Quran should penetrate into our hearts. And that was the reason that it was gradually happening. Addressing specific situation, right? We know that Surah Yusuf revealed for a specific reason, right? All that stuff we can see when we understand Sirah, then we will see that why and how different surahs revealed, because there was some incident behind it, right? So then a gradual implementation of laws. We know that if even about Khamar, right? What happened? That Khamar, the prohibition of Khamar was given in phases. And Hazrat Aisha Raziyallahu Ta'ala anha says that they were so much into Khamar, right? They used to drink a lot, that if the command was given first time, no one has obeyed it, right? So the thing was happening gradually, because obviously that was the hikmah, that at once we human beings does not we are not ready, we need some time. So gradually Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was preparing this ummah. Living proof of prophethood, right? We know that that it is a piecemeal revelation of the Quran over 23 years was a miracle in itself, showing that it was not written by prophet but revealed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Each verse came perfectly in response to a specific situation, yet the Quran remained consistent and cohesive. So, and we see that many ayat we see where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in a way that if he was writing it, he would not mention that, right? So that is also a proof that this Quran was revealed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, and then encouraging faith and commitment. So by revealing verses gradually, the Quran continuously reminded people of their faith, kept them engaged, and motivated them to remain steadfast in their belief. And that is literally inna nahnu nazzalna alayka al-Qur'ana tanzila, right? And then right after it, what do you see? Fasbir li hukmi rabbika, right? So last time we missed that this fa is called fa fasiha. What is fa fasiha? There are many different kinds of fa, inshallah. I'm planning that we will go through all these fas with example whenever I have time, inshallah. So for now, fa fasiha is fa that does not affect anything, right? It's not like fa sababiya. Fa sababiya, we know that there is anmutmara, right? So fil mudariya is going to be nasab in status after that. But this fa, basically we need to build a connection. It is not very implicit. It's not a direct relation to the previous sentence, but we need to link it, right? When we will link it, we will see that, okay, there is, so basically there is, we can say that we need to read between the lines to find out fa fasiha. I think I put it over here, a little bit about it. So what is fa fasiha? It connects two ideas where the second explain or logically follows the first. So the second one is basically the explanation of the first one, of the first part. So the two ideas are basically connected, and the one that has fa fasiha, that is explaining the previous one. And there is often an implicit or understood meaning behind the connection. It does not express direct causation, right? Like we are not going to see a very direct reasoning like fa sababiya. So that is fa fasiha. And now see how we can connect it. So inna nahnu nazzalna alayka al-Qur'ana tanzila, right? So we can see that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is consoling because yeah, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that this is the Quran we have revealed, right? So because you have Quran, I know you are going through a lot of problems. People are pressurizing, they are not listening to you, they are planning against you, they are going to kill you, right? So they are doing all sort of things to demotivate you, to abandon this religion, right? But Quran is the one, since it is coming from us, right? So that is the one who is going to make you strong, right? And how he is going to make you strong? When you show sabr, whatever we are commanding you. Fasbir li hukmi rabbika. Right? So it's not very direct relation, but we can see, right? Because Quran is all about sabr as well. How many times Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about sabr in Quran Pak, right? And every situation is showing us sabr, right? So basically this is, that's why we can call this fa as fa fasiha. So first bir, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and this li hukmi rabbika could be the sharia of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that is coming down, all the ahkamat that is coming down, and it could be the qadar of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Literally some scholars are saying that basically In ja'a qadrullahi is hidden or understood sentence over here. And what kind of a sentence it could be in ja'a qadrullahi? What kind of sentence?
Shartiya.
Shartiya.
Shartiya. Right? So if it is shartiya, so fasbir is the jawabu shart over here. Right? So whenever the qadar of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, any qadar, because whatever is happening in our life and in Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's life, where it was coming from?
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Exactly, right? From Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when we have this faith that, okay, this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala making me go through this test, right? And I need to pass this test with flying color, we are good. And it makes you strong. It doesn't matter what is the calamity on us, right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, fasbir li hukmi rabbika. So in ja'a qadrullahi, so fasbir. The scholars are connecting in that way as well. So in that way, in ja'a qadrullahi is the shart part and fasbir is the jawabu shart. And then wala tuti minhum athiman aw kafura, right? So that is mawtufun ala to, again, jawabu shart. And this jawabu shart is going to be majzoom fi mahalli jazm, right?
So Ustada, so what I understand, like if this one would be the ayah number 24, how would be the first sababiyah? Maybe then it would come like a mudariya, fatuzbaha, so that you can. It could be like that, right?
Fatusbiha?
Like tazbaha, like anta form, right? Mudariya anta. So that you can do sabr li hukmi rabbika. But here it comes before amot. That's why it's fasiha, right? Like indirect reasoning.
Yeah, so you are saying that if it is fast sababiya,
then it would come like a
yeah, exactly. So then it the mudariya should be mansub after that, right?
Yeah, tazbaha, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Tazakillah khair.
Yeah. So this is fa fasiha. This is what scholars are declaring it.
Indirect causation.
Indirect, yeah, indirect. So so one thing is that we can call it fasihan, and second thing is that we can look in that way that this is basically jawabu shart and the shart part is hidden or mahzuf over here. So these are the two ways to look at it. And then wala tuti minhu asiman aw kafura is basically the motufun ala to previous sentence, same. So that is basically again jawabu shart majzoom over here. Then waskur, and we did this ayah, right, last time, the Irab.
So you have to start with 25.
Yeah, with the 25, yeah.
25.
So now number 25 is waskur isma rabbika bukratan wasila. Anyone prepared it? Yes.
Be prepared. Everyone should be prepared, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You select.
May I?
Okay, go ahead. Who
Continue. So the 3 ayah continue. No?
Who is that? Raksha?
This is Raksha. Ji, Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, walaikum assalam. Go ahead, Raksha.
Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Waskur isma rabbika bukratan wa asila. Wa is the harfu ataf. Uskur is the fail mudari, amar, and the failuhu is anta. And isma is the isme mansoob or the maf'ul bihi for uskir. Then Rabbi is mudaf, and ka is attached pronoun mudaf ilay. Then this is the mutallik bil fail uskur. Then bukratan is zarf zaman, and waw harfu asila is again
Isma Rabbika, what you are saying over here? Which is
isma
huh?
The whole thing is mutallik.
Why Isma? Isma can be mutallik how?
No, not isma. I'm saying Rabbika is mutallik bil khabar.
No,
and
mutallik
then
bil khabar is only when we have jar, majroor or zarf fragment. Then it is mutallik bil khabar.
So it means that Rabbika bukratan is
Okay,
is
Isma.
mutallik bil.
Look at Isma.
It
doesn't have al. It is like,
yes.
right? And after that, Rabbi is ism majroor. Oh, sorry, Rabbi is jar. So what's going on? Are they connected?
إضافة.
Is Isma and Rabbi connected?
Yes.
Yes.
Raksha? Are they connected? Raksha, I'm talking to you.
Raksha, what happened?
It's mute.
Raksha.
She's mute.
Yeah, I think accidentally probably she mute or whatever.
She mute or where is Raksha?
She
No,
probably.
Assalamu alaikum. Sorry, Saza, there was something problem with the net. So I just logged in again.
That's what I
Yes.
thought.
Yeah, I know. So
I missed.
Raksha, look over here. Waskur, you said fail amar, failuhu anta.
Yes.
Right? And then we have Isma, right?
It's isme mansoob. So
Yeah.
this is maful bihi.
Maful bihi. Okay. Now look at, does Isma and Rabbi are connected? They have any relation grammatically?
Yes, it's exactly. This is mudaf. And Rabbi is mudaf ilay to this. And then Rabbika again is another chain of mudaf ilay.
Yeah. So what should be the label then?
Chain of itself.
The label.
So you are saying Isma is maful, right? Maful bihi,
this is maful bihi, yes.
So if it is maful bihi and then Isma is related to Rabbi and Rabbi is related to Ka, so they are one bucket, right?
Yes, yes.
So the whole thing is maful bihi.
Right till bukratam, because zarf zaman is also...
No. Rabbika. Look at what I'm...
Yes, I got it now. Sorry. I understand now that from Isma Rabbika, this up till here, this is the mutallik.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the maful bihi.
Oh,
sorry.
again, mutallik.
My God.
Sada, it's a maful bihi whole bucket.
Yeah, so this is the maful bihi, okay?
Yes.
Isma Rabbika. So Isma Rabbika is basically maful bihi over here. Yes, and then bukratan wasila. So they are zaruf, right? So now what should be the label? First only bukratan.
It's isme mansoob, and
I said it is zarf. What kind of zarf is it? Because what is bukratan mean?
It means morning, and this is zarf zaman.
Yeah, exactly. So that is zarf zaman. So basically zarf zaman giving us the time, when and where, right? So this is the answer of when, right? So then it is maful fihi, right? So bukratan could be maful fihi, or you can just say zarf zaman, right? And wa aswila. Now wow came, right? So wow is a taf and aswilan, and they are mufrid word. So if they are mufrid word, we need to look where they are matching in status, basically, right? So
it's matching with bukratan. It's matching with bukratan.
Exactly. So then asilan is the motufun ala to bukratan.
Yes.
Okay, so this is how we are going to do it. Mashallah, barakallah fiki. These are mashallah, my basic Nahabs student, right? And if you are here and doing it, that need lot of lot of encouragement to come here and say all that stuff, right? So subhanallah, very proud of you. Very proud of you. Waiyaki. Okay, so now, okay, one more thing over here. Was kur rabbika. Is it grammatically fine? Was kur rabbika?
Wa uskur.
Yeah, was kur rabbika. Is that fine to say? Is that a right sentence?
I think
नहीं
so.
उसका वस्को रब्बा का
Yes.
होगा तब इसकी तरफ तेरे
Oh,
रब्बा
yeah,
मतलब होगा
I mean, yeah, rabbaka, yes. Was kur rabba.
हाँ
I mean,
इसके बगैर भी हो सकता है
Yes.
हो सकता है
yeah, that is
हो
my
सकता
point
था
over here.
Yeah.
Right? So we
हो
do
सकता
not
था
need ism over here, but ism came for a reason, right? So that is emphasis over here, right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, remember your Rabb with his names, subhanallah. Right? So this is extra highlight isma over here. Okay, and then wadhkur, we can also say this, the whole thing, motufun ala to previous sentence, right? Yeah. So all, yeah, exactly.
They are connected.
Yeah, they are all connected. Okay, so then for the word zakara, right? Zakara, yaskuru, what Bab it is making?
Nasara, zakara yaskuru, zikran fahuwa muzakkirun.
Zakirun.
Zakirun,
yeah, that is our mujarrad, right?
Yes.
So that's why the pattern would be on fa'ilun. Mu comes when it is mazid fihi.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so zakara yaskuru zikran fahuwa
zakirun.
And then
zukira yuzkaru zikran fahuwa zakiran
mazkuran maf'ulan. Okay, mazkuran. Remember we did in the beginning of this surah, the word mazkur, the one who is being mentioned, right? So that is mazkuran, maf'ulan pattern. And then
may I do it again? May I do it again? Zakara yaskuru zakran fahuwa zakirun. Zikran. Okay.
Yeah.
Then zukira yuskaru zakran fahuwa maskurun al amru minhu uskur wal nahyu
wa nahi anhu
nahnu anhu la taskur wal amru for the yeah, it would be maskarun, maskirun, and maskaratun for the zarf.
Very good, mashallah, barakallah. You are so cute when you are saying all these terms.
It's been long remembering them.
Inshallah, soon it will be more fluent, inshallah. Okay, so that was the verb, zakara yaskuru. And you're gonna see in the translation that it can be translated as remember or mention, right? So sometimes you will see a mention in the translation and you can see remember as well. And if we see the like difference, a little difference between these two words, so remember, when we remember, mostly it is happening in the heart, right? And where is mentioning happening?
On the lips, on the mouth.
On the tongue, right?
Listen.
Yeah, exactly. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala use a word which is basically inside and outside, right? So you are going to remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that is going to make you strong, right? That is going to firm your heart on Iman, that is going to boost your Iman, right? And when that happens, then you are going to mention that to other people. You are going to do dawah. Right?
Right.
Subhanallah. So, and then we see that in the last ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was telling Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "Wala tuti minhum athiman aw kafura." And this tuti is not literally mean to obey them. Rather, it means that you are not going to let them overtake you. The word is used ghalaba. So do not let them overtake you, because they were behind Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They want a middle way so badly, right? They were even saying that, okay, you can do like you can go to our idols one day, and the other day we can do whatever you are saying, like ibadah in your way. So they were trying to bring any middle way, right? But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, do not let them overtake you. Rather, you are going to firm, and you are going to face all their opposition by remembering me, by this Quran. Right? So, Asiman, wala tuti minhum asiman aw kafura. So reject the influence of these Asim and Kafur. Right? Connect with your Rabb. Remember him. Right? And bukratan wa aswila is referring to what? Bukra is your Fajr Salah. Right? And Asila is your Zohar and Asr. Right? Because Asil is afternoon, that time before night. So that is this one. Bukratan
all
wa.
day.
All day,
It means all day.
Yeah. So all these salahs and some extra dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then comes next ayah.
Teacher, can I?
Usada. I'm sorry. I need to correct something. I did mistake with previous ayah. Don't want new student get confused. The bharb I said accidentally tasbaha.
Yeah, that's I was saying that what you are saying. Yeah.
Sabara yasbiru, so tasbiru actually.
Yeah.
It's not tasbaha.
Yeah.
Teacher, can I add 26?
You wanna do it? Okay, go ahead.
Yes. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ومن الليل فاسجد له وسبحه ليلا طويلا وأطف من الليل جر प्लस इसमें मजरूर MBA मुतालिक उसजुद मुकद्दम फसजदू फा इस्तिफामिया में भी राब्ता जवाब शर्त फेल अमल मुज़क्कर सेकंड पर्सन मुफरिद मादा सीन जीम दाल फेल सही सलासी मुजरिद फालहु मुस्ततर तकदीर अंता लहू जर प्लस इसमें मजरूर मुतालिक भी उसजुद जुमला फेलिया मौतूफला जुमला साबका में भी जवाब शर्त व अतफ सब्बहु फेल अमल व फालहु मुस्तत अंता हु मफूल बिही फैमिली अल्लमा फ़आला बाब तफीलुन मादा सीन बे है फेल सही मजीद फीही लैलन तवीला मौसूफ सफ़ा मुरक्कब तौसीफ़ी सफ़ा सब्बेहू व मैलन लैले फसजुद लहू और रात के वक्त इसके सामने सजदा करें वसब्बेहू लैलन तवीला और बहुत रात तक इसकी तस्बीह किया करें। इसमें तफसीर यह है कि इस वक्त तक क्योंकि नमाज पंजगाना नमाज का हुक्म नहीं आया था इसलिए सारा जोर रात की इबादत पर था। बाद में जब 5 वक्त की नमाज फर्ज हो गई तो क़याम लैल को मुख्तसर कर तहज्जुद में तब्दील कर दिया गया और ये उम्मत के लिए निफल नमाज करार पाई, लेकिन आपके लिए इजाफी फर्ज के तौर पर ही रही। यानी रसूल अकरम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम से कहा जा रहा है किरात का बेशतर हिस्सा अल्लाह के हुजूर सर बसजूद रहिए और तस्बीह करें, कुरान पढ़िए और उसमें अपना वक्त सर्फ कीजिए। पहला जो है सीम जीम दाल फेल सही सलासी मुजरिद जो है ये है सीन जीम दाल, ये है सजदा सर्फ सगी सजदा यसजुदु सजूदन फाहुवा साजिदुन माजी मजूल सोजेदा मुजारे मजूल यसजुदु फाहुवा मफूलुन मसजूदुन फेल अमल उसजुद नहीं ला तुसजुद। इसके बाद इसमें ज़र्फ मसाजिदुन मस्जिदुन मसाजादातुन, इसमें आला निस्जदुन निस्जादातुन निस्जादुन। इसके बाद दूसरा लफ्ज है सब्बा फेल सही मजीद फी, सब्बा सर्फ सगली सब्बा युसब्बिउ तस्बियन फहुवा मुसब्बिउन माजी मजूल सुब्बिआ मुजारे मजूल युसब्बउ फहुवा मफूलुन मुसब्बउन। अमर मिनू सब्बा ला नहीं ला तुसब्बिउ, इसमें ज़र्फ मुसब्बिउन। तो टीचर इसके अंदर रसूल अकरम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम को रात की इबादत के बारे में तफसील से बताया गया है और नमाज पंजगाना इस वक्त तक नहीं आई थी, इसलिए तवील इबादत का कहा गया था। ठीक है टीचर?
माशाल्लाह, बारकल्लाह फीक।
तबारकल्लाह फीक।
Yeah. Just Sister Naseem, even though I don't know if I say it or not, mashallah, your grammar is so good now, right? But I wish from me over here that we have some tajweed asatza over here with us. Apa, Zahira Apa and even Mehreen is here.
जी
You need to start learning from them as well. That would be perfect. That वो कहते हैं ना cherry on top. So you are understanding Quran well. So we need to able to recite Quran well as well, right?
थैंक यू टीचर।
Okay. Okay. So now, what mean over here? That mean is, mashallah, I was reading, and scholars are taking this mean in two ways. One is that it could be min tabi'idiyya, right? What is min tabi'idiyya? We in Quran.
It's from bars, some of them.
Some of it. Some of it.
We say
Bad.
mimma razaqnahum, Quran Pak says, right? Mimma razaqnahum. So this min over here is min tabi'idiyya, from bad.
Yep.
Right? So if we apply that min tabi'idiyya, then mean that part of the night, right? So you need to do sajda, you need to do your tahajjud, your ibadah, part of the night. And some are saying that that min could be min ibtidaya. Now, what is ibtidaya mean?
Beginning.
Beginning, right?
Beginning
So,
of the
beginning, start.
what is the starting of the night?
Tahajjud.
No, starting
okay,
of
yeah.
the night. Which one? Maghrib Salah.
Maghrib
Salah.
Yes. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So it is referring to Maghrib Salah because we see that day is covered over here. Bukratam wa aswila.
Oh, yes.
Right? So day is covered over here, and now it is starting with the Maghrib. So both way we can take this mean. Wa min al-layli fasjud lahu, right? Wasabbihu. And the importance of sajda, we all know, right? And if you see this whole surah, sajda is related to you are putting your face on in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in submission. And if you guys remember all these previous ayat, I numbered over here ayah number 9, 10, 11, 12, you will see all of them that face is mentioned. So let's say 9, 10, 11, and then 21. So what was the 9? So they were saying, Innama nut'imukum liwajhillahi. Right? So the face of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then, Inna nakhafu min rabbina yawman abusan. Where are these abus? On your face.
On the face, yeah.
Right? So, and then,
Nadratan
wa surura. Your face. Right? And then, 21. Wasakahum rabbuhum sharaban tahura. Right? So your Rabb is facing you, right? And giving you sharabun tahur. Right? So your face is mentioned so many times over here. And now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we can see that, every surah, they have some anchors. And this is, the Huffaz, they remember surahs by their anchor as well. So the anchor could be in this surah, the watch as well. So over here, first sujud lahu. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that you need to put your face at night in sajda. And we know in sajda we are closest to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? This is the most beloved ibadah and act that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala love. Wasabbihu laylan tawila. And sabbaha yusabbihu tasbihan, right? Sabbaha literally mean to float. Sabbaha, if you see in the dictionary, you're gonna find the meaning floating. How floating and tasbih is related. So when we are saying, when we are doing tasbih, basically we are, when something is floating, it is over the surface. It doesn't sink, right? So we are basically, when we say Subhanallah, we are doing the tasbih of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we are saying that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is perfect, right? There is no deficiency on his part, right? So in Islamic belief, tasbih removes any notion of naqs or imperfection from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it affirms his kamal, his perfection. So basically, tasbih has two things. One thing is that we are perfect, we are declaring that he is perfect, right? So declaration of his perfection. And secondly, removing of any naqs, like people are associating anything which does not belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or which should not be associated to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? So we are removing that notion. That is basically tasbih. So when we do tasbih, we are saying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is free from any deficiency, any weakness, or any imperfection. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala possesses absolute greatness, perfection, and majesty. So this is, we are removing any association or any weakness people are associating to him. And over here, we are declaring his kamal. So these are the two things in the tasbih. So, and how doing tasbih is going to benefit us? Because if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is commanding Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who was going through a lot, right? So do tasbih, and all idea of doing tasbih is that it is going to firm your heart because you are going through a lot, right? And I'm the one who is going to console your heart, firm your heart. So tasbih will remove any anxiety, depression, any pressure, right? Whatever, everyone, do not think that other person is happy. Everyone, each one of us are going through some test in our life. There is no way, doesn't matter a Muslim or non-Muslim, everyone is going through a test because this life is a test. This life is a test, right? So each one of us are going through, we all have our own kind of, because we all are different, we all have different abilities. So that's why our tests are different as well. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is testing according to whatever we can hold, whatever abilities we have, right? So tasbih is going to remove any anxiety, depression, or any pressures of our life, of our calamity. And then tasbih or zikr, we know that another way of zikr, like zikr have different aspects, and one of them is salah, right? And when we are doing our salah, what is the most important thing in every salah? Surah Fatiha. Surah Fatiha, right? Without Surah Fatiha, your salah is not valid, right? And if you see Surah Fatiha, it is starting with a beautiful description of attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. So first of all, he's saying, I am your Rabb. Why you are worried about anything, right? Then Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, right? And then Maliki Yawmiddin. Allahu Akbar, right? So only if we understand it truly, then we are going to benefit, right? No one gonna have any anxiety. I'm kind of sometimes surprised when people say, and people who are very into ibadah, still they say that I'm going through anxiety. And I say, like, I'm confused how people can have anxiety when they remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? In a true sense. But Allahu Alam, I know some things are not under control of human, right? So that is basically a test, but that does not click my mind that how it can happen that true ibad of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can have any anxiety or depression. So sajda is basically entire depression, right? We are closest to him when we are in sajda to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that calm us down, it gives peace to our heart, right? It boosts our iman, right? We are leaving everything. Oh Allah, I'm ajiz, I cannot do it. You are going to take care of it, right? So that is sajda basically. And then in tasbih, when we say subhanallah, so basically we are declaring his perfection and removing any negativity associated with him. So put your head in the sajda and declare his perfection, that, oh Allah, you take care of all my matters, right? I cannot take care of them. I will show my sabr, I will do my part, right? But then rest, you are going to take care of it. So in your bad situation, declare that only he is perfect. No human being in this world is perfect but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? No one's situation is perfect, right? Everyone has their own baggage, right? So only the perfect Zat is the Zat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Subhanallah.
And then wasabbihu laylan tawila. There is another way to look at it, is sabbihu tawilan laylan. Because when we are saying over here sabbihu laylan tawila, so laylan tawila is sifa mawsuf, right? So you do tasbih of him long night. Yes, it can refer to like most part of the night, we can say, right? But if we say that, okay, long night, so meaning that in long night you do, you remember him, but a night could be short as well, right? Like in summer, nights are short. So another way to look at it is that sabbihu tawilan laylan. So they are saying that this tawilan is basically the hal, right, of anta over here. So that is another way to look at it. Sabbihu tawilan laylan. So that was the ayah. And now we can move on. What time is it? Okay, so it's 9:30 already.
I can try it if we are going forward.
Yeah, I think we can do just this ayah.
27?
Yeah.
8 minutes. उसका 8 minutes.
Yeah.
यहाँ पर लैलन तवीलन, ये तवीलन लैलन की सिफा नहीं है, क्योंकि यहाँ पर इसका मतलब ये है कि तस्बीह करो उसकी रात में तवीलन बहुत सारा टाइम, यानी तवीलन यहाँ पर हाल होगा, ना कि सिफा ऑफ लैन.
Yeah, exactly.
ये अच्छा है.
Yeah.
It is hal, yeah. That's what she said. Okay.
Yeah, okay, go ahead now.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن هؤلاء يحبون العاجلة ويذرون وراءهم يوما ثقيلا. So basically we are starting with inna. Inna is harf nasab takid, and haulai is ism ishara, demonstrative noun, qareeb, and inna plus haulai is ism inna. We can call it mubtada, but most of the grammarian, they say
yeah, now we are mashallah old, right? So we
right.
are not going to, I was about to like when I'm going to teach my next batch now, right?
Yeah.
So I will stop saying it mubtada. So we can just say inna is harfu nasab and haula is the ismu inna. That's all. And then we can look for khabar inna.
Right,
we don't have to call it mubtada. Yeah.
Right. When inna enters in the ism, it makes two changes. Once it's changed the i'rab, other is change the name of the ism. I mean, if we call it ism inna rather than mubtada. You're right. Okay. And then yuhibbuna is it is ha, baba, it is form 4, and it is madari, fa'ilahu, hum. And it is muda'af, double letter. Ajila is ismi mansub, maf'ul bihi, and this whole thing, jumla fi'liya, is coming as khabre inna, and khabre inna, because it is marfu, we will say fi mahle rafa.
Very good.
And then waw is harfi ataf, and yazaruna, ye waw, zal, ra, it is a misale wawi. It is madare, fa'ilahu, fi'li madare, fa'ilahu hum, and it is bab samiya. Bab samiya, badara, yadiru, badaran. Wara'ahum is special mudaf, zarfi makkah, and hum is it is mudaf, so it is mudaf ilayhi, and it is maf'ul bihi for yazaruna. Yawman saqila. Yawman saqila is masuf sifa, and that is another maf'ul bihi for yazaruna. And basically this whole jumla failure is matuf ila sabiqa, yuhibbuna. So basically it will be like another khabar inna with the ataf.
Yeah, mashallah, barakallah fiki.
And इसका तर्जुमा कुछ ऐसा होगा कि indeed these disbelievers love the immediate and leave behind them a grave day. बेशक ये लोग जल्दी मिलने वाली दुनिया को चाहते हैं, अपने पीछे एक बड़े भारी दिन को छोड़ देते हैं.
Yeah, subhanallah.
And अगर वो इसमें थोड़ी सी आपस के अंदर जाएं सफ़े सगीर में, हाँ बाबा की ये जो है मुदाफ है, तो it will be habba yuhibbu ebaban fahuwa muhibbun. And इसका जो है वो मजहूल बनेगा ओहिब्बा युहब्बु एबाबन फहुवा मुहब्बुन. ज़र्फ़ मिन्हु मुहब्बुन. Al-amri minhu ahib. Amr, there are 3 amrs. So ahibba, ahibba, ahibbi, and habib. Habib. Wannahi anhu la tuhibba, la tuhibbi, la tuhabbib.
La tuhbib.
La tuhbib. La tuhbib.
Third wale mein we are going to open the idgham.
Open it, yeah. And this wazara jo wawe wo hai, वाव is मिसाल वावी है, वो बन जाएगा वज़रा याज़रू वज़ारन फहुवा
विज़रन वज़रा याज़िरू विज़रन, I believe.
वज़रा याज़रू वज़ारन लिखा मैंने.
अच्छा, विज़ारन भी डिफरेंट हो सकते हैं क्योंकि
right. Oh yeah, because it is बाप समिया है ना, so it can be variable. वज़ारन फहुवा वाज़िरुन, वो मजहूल होगा.
Zarvan over here. And you know, अच्छा इसमें
different वो है ना, इसका जो है
Zara, all right. So also saying Zara yazru with yazau and then Zarwan.
No, but this is wazara, right? Or
this is wazara yazru.
This is Zara. This is
that is different. Yeah, that is different.
I think they're the different bab or something.
It is wazara yaziru. It's doraba maybe.
Wazara yazaru. Wazara yazru.
Or yazuru.
Wazaran fahuwa wazirun.
Yeah.
And then जब मजहूल होगा तो इसमें वूज़िरा हो जाएगा. वूज़िरा यूज़रू फहुवा मुज़ुरुन. And अमर इसका बनेगा ज़र, नहीं बनेगा ला तज़र. So and then that's it, and then there will be like a zarf and stuff. They are too complicated. Mawzurun, mawzirin, mawzuratun.
Yeah.
And isme ala will be mizurun, mizuratan, mizarun. उसके जो है
Mizurun or Mizrun?
Last one was,
this one is like, I think the qalb. Not qalb, like the first step. It gam qalb, remember, like for misal wawi, when it is come with the meez, like it's supposed to be meezarun, right?
Me ho jayega. Yeah, me change ho jayega.
Wow, convert.
Okay, meezar. Yeah,
mizarun.
Like wazana will be mizan.
Mizan, yeah. Same.
Yeah, mizan.
So basically, because of there's the kasra on mim, then it will be ya. So mizarun, mizaratun, mizarun.
Yeah.
Third one. Because the wazan, the way the wazan is, and then it is misal. And I think that's pretty much in it, you know. And the tafsir will be like, you know, people want more of the worldly thing, then they are not looking for the akhirah.
Yeah, exactly. That is so true, subhanallah, right? Look at
Yeah,
that.
we are looking for the worldly thing all over.
Allahu Akbar, right? So everyone is running behind this world, and we have no idea what is coming in our way, right? Our life is leaving us, right? Every second, every minute, we are getting closer to the day of judgment, but no, right? But when kids are small, excuse to learn deen is that, oh, kids are small, we are taking care of them, right? And when they grow up, you just have some time, then you gonna just start a job. No, I need to earn money now. Right?
Right.
So people are more into career and into, because we see that, okay, that is going to give us some benefit, so we just go behind the worldly benefit and living the day of judgment, which is Yom al-Thaqila. And this is not only Yom al-Thaqila over here. Basically, we see if today all the responsibilities, the people are running away from the responsibilities. This Thaqila is also like the responsibilities of our life, right? So we do the other things, but when it comes to responsibilities, hardly people are fulfilling their responsibilities that they are going to be asked. We are good to other
Subhanallah, it's
people.
true. Yeah.
We are good to other people, but you are going to be asked first about your family, your immediate family, your parents, your wife, your children, right? But sometimes we are not giving them their right. This is the right of our children, that we give them good Islamic knowledge. Are we giving it? Right? So we are running away from our responsibilities. And even at work, we can see that, okay, at work, or like these days, work from home, right? You are doing all sort of things, and something important from your work is waiting, and people are like delaying it. Okay, we'll do it, right? So this is how we are, Yom Thaqila. And this world today, we see that how deliveries are so convenient, so easy, on your one click. The prepared food is on your door. Allahu Akbar.
It can come even in drone.
Yeah, mere Rab, where we should go, right? So this is basically all. We love this Ajila, right? So because the life is so fast today.
That's true.
Yeah. And we are running from all the responsibilities of our life. So
That's
how
true.
lies referring to these believers, right? But unfortunately, this is not only disbelievers, right? Even believers, if we see that we are just instant in gratification. We love instant gratification, right? So that's why we see that we are away from our deen, because our youth does not see any benefit following deen. We do not need deen, we need a career, right? So instead of wasting money in learning deen, why not I study some skill and I earn money? This is our attitude now, right? Allahu Akbar. Fast deliveries, Uber Eats, right? Global online shopping, quick transactions, right? All that is making us so impatient.
Artificial intelligence.
Exactly.
We don't need human beings.
ChatGPT.
Yeah, exactly.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar. So now, and even though if we do ibadah, we do make a dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we want right away our dua should be accepted. I'm making this dua since 2 days or since 1 week and it's not accepted yet, right? So I'm gonna just give up. I'm not gonna ask anymore, right? This is how our attitude is. Everything, like the relation with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala even become our transaction.
Oh God.
I'm doing ibadah, now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you do your part right now. Right? This is how we are now. Allahu Akbar. May Allah save us from this
Ameen.
fitnas, right? So we are leaving behind all our important responsibilities, procrastinating on important jobs, right? So this is our behavior. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is referring to disbelievers over here, but unfortunately, we all are like that now, right? So we need to, the purpose of talking about that is that we need to see ourselves, right? Instead of looking at other people, how they are behaving or doing, we need to look ourselves, how we can fix our things, right? So we should not be among these people. We need to have we need to be the people of patience. We need to be the people of Quran, right? We need to understand that, and we need to be consider that there is going to be day of judgment where I'm going to be held accountable for all my activities. Everything, every second I'm doing, it is being recorded. I need to answer them, right? So Yawman Thaqila is in front of me. Allahu Akbar. May Allah make us among the people of Quran, and this Quran be our lifestyle, right? We are not just wasting time over here. Rather, whatever we are saying and listening, that go into our heart, that penetrate in our hearts and be the part of our life.
Inshallah. Ameen.
So inshallah, hopefully next class we gonna finish it. And so with that we can end our session. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Quranil Hakim wa nafani wa iyyakum bi ayati wa dhikril hakim. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifuna wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.